Menu design is a very important step in launching your cloud kitchen brand. If you have the right menu which takes care of wastage, that will improve your profitability in the business. That will help you to run a very sustainable business. You might be watching this video from a lot of forums, might be from my Facebook profile or through Instagram and things like that. Please do subscribe for my channel and also click the notification icon for further upcoming videos. I have lined up a lot of interesting videos on Cloud Kitchen. Please do not miss it. So it doesn't mean that you need to have a very widespread menu. You can always have a very lean menu, therefore attracting your target customers and increasing your profitability and thereby running a sustainable cloud kitchen business. So today we're going to talk about the 6 top secrets to design a menu for your cloud kitchen brand. My name is Suresh Radhakrishnan. I am a serial entrepreneur, public speaker and a digital coach. So before we get into the complete details, you should clearly understand why you should effectively design your menu. Because if you effectively design a menu, that will help you increase your profitability and also customer satisfaction. The first secret, understand the customer expectations. All of us get confused. You might be a foodie. You want to have your favorite item in the menu card, but a lot of customers may not like it. Right? You might have done that with so much of passion. But the point here is, do deliver what the customer needs. And that's when you will run a sustainable business and your customer retention rate will be high. So you need to clearly understand what are your target customer interests. Do they like spicy food or less spicy or healthy food or authentic or the traditional food with a modern twist? So understand clearly your customer expectation. It could be any cuisine, it could be Chinese, Italian, South Indian, North Indian, Punjabi, or it could be anything, but please make sure that to that particular cuisine, what is the prime expectation from the customer point of view? It's very, very important. Next one, market research. Always do a research on what the customer wants. Research, do not think big about, okay, do I need to do a research on it? It's going to be very, very simple. So what you need to do, you need to understand the trends. Just check out Swiggy, Zomato, Facebook foodie groups, check out Instagram foodie pages. Just check out what is trending, what people really like it. You should be able to understand this in a very, very simple manner. The kind of engagement, the number of likes, the number of comments that is there for a food means that people are liking it. People wanted to have that food. Right? As simple as it. So, do a very simple research, talk to your friends, family and well-wishers, try to understand their expectation. All of these research you need to do within your target customer. People whom you think will buy your product, go talk to them and understand the market behavior. Next one is minimal SKU. Okay, SKU might look like a very complicated technical word, but SKU is stock keeping unit. What is stock keeping unit? Let's say you want to prepare a chicken fried rice. So what all is required? Rice, chicken and some sauces and then salt and things like that. So all of these are raw materials required to prepare chicken fried rice. So all of these are called stock keeping unit. So likewise, it should be within 15 SKU. You could have combination of these items. Let's say you use fried rice for egg fried rice and chicken fried rice on Szechuan fried rice. So that is one SKU. It can be applicable. It can be applied to a lot of menu items. That's completely different. But please make sure that you limit with 15 SKU. Why 15 SKU? Because that's when your wastage will be low. You can control your inventory, the expiry date and all of those things you can easily manage and that will improve your profitability. The next one, very, very important thing. I keep talking about this in a lot of sessions, USP. And probably you can relate that with this keyword, uncomparable menu items. Whatever is there in the market is always there. You will also be offering that. But what other menu items you could offer that is uncomparable with your competition, that is already available in the market? That's when you get an edge. We put it in a very simple manner. Chili chicken versus honey pepper chili chicken. Chili chicken is very common, but not every brand will have honey pepper chili chicken. The best part is you can price it at a premium. Your food cost might be 5% extra when you compare that with the normal chili chicken, but you can price it 30% higher than the chili chicken item. So your profitability will increase and your customer retention will also be better, because whenever they think of honey pepper chili chicken, your brand will come to their mind. So uniqueness is very, very important. Always have uncomparable menu items. Let's assume you have 20 items. Make sure at least 20 to 25% is very, very unique and that is available only at your place. The next one, whenever we design a menu, always make sure the pricing is very, very competitive. As I already mentioned, a chili chicken, you could have a market price. The kind of quality and quantity, you can compare that with a similar brand that is offering in the similar market. So price that very competitively. Do not price it too lesser, do not price it too higher. Whatever is there in the market, please keep that. And as I told you, whatever is the menu item that is uncomparable, you can charge a premium. But make sure that you have a very competitive pricing that people should feel, end of the day, people should feel its value for money. So make sure that you do trials, that you talk to your customers. So understand the competition menu and then come up with the pricing. Always make sure that you control your food cost, that you calculate your food cost in less than 40%. Of course, wastage and other things will come in. If you work on this food cost, and then your business will definitely be profitable. In fact, a lot of these details are covered in the Cloud Kitchen Game Plan workshop. I have mentioned that here in the description. In case you're interested, please click the link in the below description. Please join the workshop and then learn in detail about how to set up this cloud kitchen business in a step-by-step manner. Alright, so next is combo menu. A lot of people miss out on this. Combo doesn't mean that you're giving a lot of items at a very, very discounted price. No. Let me put it in a very simple manner. Ordering for 100 rupees versus ordering for 300 rupees. Let's assume you get a customer ordered for 100 rupees and another customer orders for 300 rupees. You get 25% on 100 rupees, but you get 20% on 300 rupees. Which is higher? Your ticket size is higher. Okay? 25% on 100 rupees is going to be 25 rupees, but 20% on 300 rupees is going to be 60 rupees. Please understand the difference. Though your profit margin might decrease, but your ticket size increases, thereby increasing your sales, thereby increasing your profit. You could do all of these things in a very smart way, right? So one product, you might have the food cost as 50%. Let's say you have another product, for that the food cost is only 20%. Have a combo of both. Okay, you average this food cost price, you will eventually get it in less than 40%. So that's a smart way of doing it. So this is like increasing value for the customer. The customer will also be happy and you will also increase your profit margin. End of the day, it is a win-win situation. When you design combo menu items, always think about certain pain points that a customer faces. Can you solve those pain points? If a single person is ordering, can we create a combo, a meal combo, or a rice and curry combo and things like that? You can definitely look into it in a lot of brands. So just take that and then probably adapt it according to your requirement. I am sure all of these secrets that I mentioned in the video would have been definitely useful to you. Please work on it. Please effectively design your menu so that you can run a sustainable and a profitable business. So share your key learnings in the comment section, and if in case you have any queries, please to put it in the comments. I will be answering to it.